This is from ad-free shows. You've got Matt Godfrey. He said, you got a favorite Cornette story from this time, 1987? Anything? I mean, you got 1,000 stories.
I got 1,000 Cornette. One of my favorite Cornette stories, I've told it many times, was when we were in San Francisco, and this probably was more like the end of 86, but let's call it 87. Real at the end of 86, and we had a tour out west, and I did ring announcing for Jim Crockett Promotions when we would go out west, and there was this one guy. We went to San Francisco downtown at the Civic Auditorium, and we were sold out. And there was one guy. There was this big curtain, and I was kind of peeking through the curtain, watching the fans. And this one guy was the first one in. He sat front row ringside. He had all of his books, and you could tell he was like a big wrestling nerd, which we all are, but he was. And he sat down. He was so excited, and the Midnight Express had their match, and Jim Cornette went around the side, and he reached and touched Jim. Well, Jim went crazy.
Oh.
Jim picked up a chair and was going to hit him with the chair. And I put my arms around Jim, and I said, "Don't do it." And Jim turned around and looked at me, wheeled around and looked at me, and I could tell the look in Jim's eyes that he was out of his fucking mind. And I could tell that Jim was now going to hit me, because he was going crazy. And he had that chair up. He turned around and looked at me, and he put the chair down and calmed down. Well, the poor guy who got there first, who had a ringside seat, was then thrown out.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And I thought, that poor sap, who spent a lot of money, who had all the magazines with him, who had a shirt on or whatever, and was such a big wrestling fan, and was there first sitting down, put his hand on Jim Cornette, see ya.
Was he just giving him like the pat as he
Yeah,
walked
just
by? It wasn't like aggressive.
No, just pat. But man, when he touched Cornette, shit was on, buddy. Cornette picked up that chair, buddy, over his head, and he was gonna crack his ass with it.
By the way, you talk about classic footage. If he would have cracked a fan with a chair, or you, or if he would have spun around and hit you with it.
Yeah. Cornette turned around and looked at me, and I'm thinking, oh, shit, he's in another mode.